All right, you guys, on this episode, I want to share with you how I have not worked for anybody since 2011. And here we are in May of 2024. Like, that's 13 years. How exciting is that? So I wanted to share with you guys the process that I went through to leave my corporate job and what exactly I did to be here still today, 13 years later. And I've never worked for anybody else since then. The only thing I've ever done is collaborate like at a spiritual shop where they would take a percentage of like a class that I taught or whatever. But other than that, I haven't worked for anybody, been employed by anybody since 2011. I really could not handle the corporate life. I'm assuming that the people that are watching this kind of feel the same way, that they want to get out of the 9 to 5 grind and they want to have time freedom. That was my biggest thing, is time freedom, and also like authority. I couldn't deal with authority. I couldn't deal with somebody telling me I was 5 minutes late or trying to give me a guilt trip if I decided to take a day off. Still, literally, I still have dreams of that. I literally had a dream last night where I was at that corporate job and I was thinking to myself, I got to get out of here and I'm going to call in sick tomorrow. And then I woke up, I'm like, I don't work there. So here's how it went down, right? I always had a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit. While I was working in corporate, I kept trying to figure out a way to get out of corporate. So I did things like Avon, right? I did things like I sold multi-level marketing. So I sold like Party Light. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't even know if it's still around, but you know, those multi-level marketing where you go to house parties. And then I even had looked into caretaking for my grandmother that had Alzheimer's, because we did have to caretake for her. And at that time, I was wondering, is there a way that I can monetize it and then just stay home with my grandma? Um, so I looked at all kinds of different things. And then one thing I ended up doing, and this is something you could do. This is way before my spiritual awakening. This is way before I started teaching psychic and mediumship development. But I found a supplement that I really enjoyed, and I found the lab that made that supplement. And then I had that lab put my own label on it, right? So I made up a little company name. It used to be called A Well-Being. I ended up selling that business. So I don't know if that's still around. It might not be, but put my own label on there and started marketing online on Facebook, right? This is what we call digital marketing. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that later on. Uh, but I did that and I did very well. It helped pay for me to move across the country. And what ended up happening was I was under so much stress at my corporate job that I took a leave of absence. And I was making some money off the supplements, but you know, not enough really to help me move uh, across the country, or it did help me move across the country rather, but not enough to like sustain my income that I was making at the corporate job just yet. So I took a leave of absence, and I was the day after I took the leave of absence, I got up in the morning and I knew in my heart that I was not going to go back. And my husband, my late husband at the time, said, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to figure it out, because I really was under so much stress at that job. Things were just getting really toxic. Relationships were falling apart. These are hints. I had insomnia. I was getting sick all the time with stomach flu. My boss was on my butt, literally, and relationships were falling apart at my workplace. This is all signs that it's time for you to bounce. Okay. So I took the leap of faith, literally, and left my corporate job. I moved across the country a few weeks later to sight unseen, to a house I'd never seen, all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada to Traverse City, Michigan. And as soon as I went there, I was still selling my supplements, still doing pretty good with that. And then we were walking in the woods, and that's when I had my spiritual awakening. That's when I had the whole crazy thing where I went through a portal and I had to investigate what that was. So as soon as I mentored with somebody, everything blew open for me. This is why I'm always sharing my Awaken program with you guys, because that was a catalyst in my life. That psychic development was a major catalyst. And that was in 2011, right? And it completely changed my life. So I'm always encouraging you guys to develop into who you really are, what you're capable of, and why you're here, because it will uncover a freaking gold mine, and it will help you become who it is that you want to become without having all this corporate stuff, without all the mindset of I'm here to pay bills until I die and save my joy for some far off time that might not even happen, right? So that was a catalyst for me. And as soon as I met my spirit guides, and as soon as I knew I wasn't crazy and I wasn't making this stuff up, I started teaching. I started teaching people how to meet their spirit guides. I was also a Reiki master long ago, because I was always kind of into some spiritual things. So I had taken Reiki courses, when my daughter was only 3. So and when we moved to Michigan, she was 17. So I had already been a Reiki master for about 14 years. So I started doing Reiki sessions at some lady's little shop in Traverse City. She let me like rent with her, right? And then I started going in the online space and doing long distance Reiki sessions, because all the while I'm marketing on social media, a free app, right? This is how I've been marketing my business ever since then. This is what we call digital marketing. Digital marketing is a very broad term, and I'll describe a little bit more later. But point being, as I started doing readings, I started doing Reiki, and I started teaching how to meet your spirit guides. And then I straight up ended up creating my own psychic development program that grew over the years. And now it's like a Cadillac. It's got all the bells and the whistles, and I've helped hundreds of people just like you develop into your psychic and mediumship abilities. And I get to watch them blossom and become somebody completely different than they were, and find the magic in their life, right? And then go on to spread this ripple effect. Maybe they become a spiritual coach. Maybe they start teaching psychic development, right? Maybe they are really love doing readings. Maybe they're doing readings. A lot of them grow into their healing practice. A lot of them were healers to begin with, and then came in here, get their abilities, and then ended up creating their own healing modalities with spirit. It's really freaking amazing. And these people get to go off and actually make money, and to either supplement their income or to completely get rid of that 9 to 5 and just dive into this culture of healing, of amazing, like working with spirits. I always call it spirit crack, because it comes through you, and it comes through your energetic system, and you're just like high on spirit. You feel so amazing, and you feel so amazing when you get to help people. That's why I love what I do. So that's what I've been doing pretty much. And then I started doing business coaching, because a lot of my students would become psychic, they would become medium, they would have these abilities, but they had no knowledge of entrepreneurship. They had no knowledge of how to market themselves, right, in the online space. They have no knowledge on how to collect payments. I mean, simple things, right? They had no knowledge how to make a reel, how to make a YouTube video, how to create a podcast. So I started doing business coaching, and then that really escalated and elevated my business, because those were just like a different type of client that were ready to invest even higher amounts of money so that they can actually start making money from their business, right? And it's been like this beautiful circle since 2011 of growth. So I wanted to share with you guys today to let you know. And yes, I will tell you, there has been some really tough times, right? Entrepreneurship goes like this. If you guys are just listening, I'm waving my arms up and down, because it's not a straight road, and it's not a straight road up, right? You could go up, and then you could come down, and you could go up. And that's been my journey. I had been food pantry poor at one point in the beginning of my entrepreneur journey. And I know that sounds scary, but I made it. The abundance was there for me, and I didn't starve to death, right? Um, so it is a journey, but it is beautiful. And I just don't have it in me to work for someone else, right? Collaborate, yes, maybe. Also started my podcast, and I have lots and lots of people that listen to that. Almost ready to be monetized because people are listening. Same with my YouTube. It's amazing. So putting content out essentially is what I do, is create content to help you guys get attracted to take either my Awaken program or ask me about business coaching and digital marketing, so that you can become who you really are, know what you're actually capable of, and learn why you're here, and then monetize it so you can have your time freedom now, right? so you can hang up from this video and then go to the pool, right? Because that's what the lifestyle that I want. I want a time freedom lifestyle, and I've created that. So you guys, let's talk just a little bit more about digital marketing, and then I will let you guys go. I just wanted to share how I've made all this happen. Digital marketing is a new term, right? I've been doing digital marketing since 2011, but it wasn't like called that before. It was called basically posting on Facebook, right? But now there is a really amazing program. It's called the Roadmap, and I have that program, and I would love to like sell it to you if you're ready to make money in the online space. Like I mentioned a few minutes before, I was doing business coaching before my husband died. I was doing a lot of business coaching to help people get their businesses, off the ground, and make money. And now this program that I have that's called the Roadmap literally has everything in this one program that will help you learn how to market, how to create your own digital products, or how to sell somebody else's digital product, which is like what I'm doing with the Roadmap. The Roadmap is a product that someone else made, and it has so much amazing information in there. I can't stop talking about it. The reason I bought it was because after my husband died, I came back into the online space, and marketing completely changed. It used to be long posts and just pictures, and now it's 3 to 7 second reel videos with lots of information just in there, and how to get the search engine optimization to find your reel and push you out. Right, as of this morning, I have over 55,000 accounts that have seen my profile in the last 30 days, just based on some of the strategies that I've learned inside this Roadmap. And I have been an entrepreneur for a long time, right? So digital marketing is where you can be in the online space. You could sell your own product, or you could sell someone else's product for 100% profit. We call that master resale rights, and that's what the Roadmap comes with. So if you guys are interested in getting your spiritual business off the ground, then talk to me. Comment Roadmap underneath here, or send me a message on Instagram at Spiritual Moneymaker. That's my digital marketing page. If you're interested in the psychic development, come find me on Instagram at I am Brandaline, or you could just find me on Facebook, Brandaline Johnson, and I will answer all your questions. I'm sending you guys so much love. You have the ability to be who you want to be and have what you want to have in this world. This is 2024, right? This is 2024, and there are 8.1 billion people on this planet, and 59.9% of them are on the internet every single day on social media. So there's no reason you cannot make a living on a free app selling a digital product. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Here's to 13 more years of being an entrepreneur. Right? Entrepreneurship or death. So, all right. I love you guys. I will send you so much love, and I'll talk to you soon.